Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Hey everyone, Sue here from 1A Auto, and today we have a 2010 Nissan Murano in the shop, and we're going to be replacing the front headlight assemblies. If you need those parts or any other parts for your car, click on the link below and head on over to 1aauto.com. The hood release for this Nissan Murano is on the driver's side, left foot kick panel. Reach down, you'll feel the handle. It's parallel, this going this way, and release it. The safety latch release is right here in the center to the right of the Nissan symbol. Just pull that lever over to the passenger side and lift up. I'm going to start by removing all 14 clips on the top plastic cover to the grille. And you've got 4 that have a Phillips head to them, and the rest are just body style clip. Pull the tab out and pull the clip out. Pull the last one, pull up this panel, pull up that. Okay, I take a pocket screwdriver and I just release those. That's how I pop those out. Now we've raised the vehicle on our 2-post lift. You can use the jack and jack stands at home if you need to. And we're going to start disconnecting all the beautiful body clips underneath, all the way across. On each side there's 2 little screws, but they have a Torx bit, and it's a T20. There's one on the driver's side here, and then there's 2, on the driver's side, and then 2 over there on the passenger side. There's 2 bolts in the front here holding the bottom part of this grille on, or bumper cover, shall I say, to the radiator support, and they're 10mm socket. Mine are pretty rusted threads, so I hope that they come out and don't snap. Like that. Well, I could predict my future, I didn't know that. There you have it. So I'm just going to use like a trim tool here, and I'm going to reach in and pop the fender skirt away so I can visually see the 10mm socket size bolt right there. I pry down the fender well, and I'll put my socket on there. And there's the exact same thing on the passenger side, so we're going to do the same thing over there. Now I'm taking my hand and putting it inside the fender well, and with a firm grip I'm just going to pop the actual rubber cover off of the clips and work my way around. Maybe I'll go to this side. I'm going to remove this shield, push down on those pins, and that's how you take those lock tabs out. And then there seems to be one way over here, and they switched over to a flat tab. Pull that tab out. Now let's see if we can manipulate this out of here. Now we're going to have to remove the chrome part of the grille, and you'll see there's 4 flat blade tabs. They're kind of hard to see, especially if I put my arm in there, but you're going to put your hand on the flat blade part, which, let me see if I can see one. There's one right here. And you're going to push up on the tab and push out on the plastic. And all I can say is good luck. Well, I feel like I did. I'm using a pair of needle nose pliers here to get this tab to release. I would love to say this is what you do. Squeeze, push, pull, twin. I have 0.0 idea what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie. So there's that clip. All right. So all I can say is you definitely have to have a little bit of patience with this particular design because it's not easy to get to. I'm trying to get it so that we can put a light in here at the same time and see. Because now these clips that I can't get my hands into, you have to physically get in there and push those clips down. I'm gonna try a hook this time. Push up on that tab. So what ended up popping it truly was, once again, my trusty little pocket screwdriver. So here are the tabs that are rather difficult to get to, and you need to squeeze these tabs up in order for them to come through the flat-bladed cutout slots they have. Okay, so now we took the grill off. What seems to be holding the bumper itself on there's 3 push pin tabs. I already took the middle one out earlier. Now I'm going to pull this side over here. Oh, that'll come out when I shake it. And then this one. So the last thing is a good strong flat blade screwdriver. Right here below this bolted slot, you'll see it's a push pin. The only way I could get it is to go like this, pry on it, and pull that off. Now that the grill is off and we have access to the headlamp assemblies, there's 4 mounting bolts for the headlight. It's 1, 2, and then 3, and then 1 on the side, 4. So you're going to need 10mm socket and a pair of needle nose pliers. We'll take the bolts out first. The needle nose pliers is because Nissan connects the harness in several places actually to the headlamp assembly. All 4 bolts are the same length. I'm just going to grab the headlamp assembly and pull it forward. It's got tabs. There's 1 tab here, and there's an eyelet tab right there. I'm going to try to stay clear of the body paint. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is going to be what's pulling me the hardest. Maybe down below here. The harness is wrapped around out front, so we're going to take that right off. That right there, like that. Take this one off. There we go. Now a little bit more flex. Right in here, this is where the needle nose come in. See the tab right here? I'm going to squeeze both sides. Let the harness tab pull out. Push in on this tab, and then pull the socket assembly out. The harness out of the socket assembly. Next, I'm going to undo this headlight right here. Same thing, just push down on this tab. There you go. And this one. Now we can kind of see that connector a little bit better, but I'm going to disconnect this last bulb over here. Push in on this tab. Now I'm going to put my needle nose in there, see if I can get this harness disconnected. I've got another one right here too. Okay. And then this last one. Here we have our new headlamp assembly for our 2010 Nissan Murano from 1A Auto. And here we have the factory. As you can see, there's a huge difference in the good glass clarity. Turn them around. They have the exact same mounting setup. The one from 1A Auto comes with new bulbs. Each socket has its own bulb in it. It's a sealed unit. Comes with the clips, the mounting clips, where it's needed. If you need this part or any other part for your car, click on the link below and head on over to 1aauto.com. Now I'm going to actually reverse procedure, but before I put this headlamp assembly in, I want to show you where the adjuster marks are, the actual bolts. There is one right here, and that is the only one. The rest are standard, they're locked in at an angle, and the only adjustable one is the low beam, and it's right there. First thing I'm going to do is put in the side marker light, clip it on. Then I'm going to follow by the harness, clipping into all the clips. This one down there. And I can plug in the low beam. Work my way over to the high beam. I'm going to try not to hit that fender, line this up. There we go. Now down below I can put the harness in the round clips that are part of the headlamp assembly. And this clip is going to go right into that plastic, the metal, sheet metal, like that. Then I'm going to connect the blinker bulb right with there. Put that clip in. There we go. Now we're going to install our 4 mounting bolts. It's a 10mm socket. I'm going to do the top 2 first. I'm just going to start them. I'm going to tighten this one first in the center so I can push the headlight in as far as it goes before I tighten down the top. So now that the headlamp assemblies are installed, before you put the bumper on, because of the difficulty of it, I'm going to make sure everything works. Let's see if it does. I'm going to put the airbox vent flow guide. Now I'm going to carefully guide the bumper up into the spot. Basically, I want to put these plastic push pins right here for these reflectors back into place on both sides. So I'm going to line up the bumper trim right here, and I'm going to give it a firm push. Then Then I'm going to lock it in around under the bottom of the headlight. Follow it around. Do the same on this side. Now we're going to put our 2 mounting screws in. One on both sides, exact same spot. It's a 10mm socket. Tighten that up. You have 3 push pin tabs where the bumper meets the steel metal bracket. 1, and then here. It's rather a tight, challenging spot. Now we can put this piece in before we put the grill on. And these were the 2 pins that were the center push in. So to reverse it, to install it, reverse it, push that pin out, line up the, and then hit it flush. You want it to look just like that. Now we're going to put our chrome piece back on the bumper, the grill itself. Going to line up the 2 bottom tabs first, right in the center, and the rest will follow suit. Just give it a firm push till they clip in. And the top 2 points have these kind of clips that they're just, I don't know. Hopefully they lock in. They go right through, right there. Now we're going to put the push clips that have the Phillips marking on them. And basically you just put them in place, take a small pocket screwdriver or Phillips and just twist them down till they lock. And then there's the 2 outer edges here. One on the passenger side. Oh, watch out for the glove. And then one on the driver's side. Now we have the aesthetic plastic looking piece. These are pretty self-explanatory where they sit. And these are all just push pins all the way around. Now we're going to put the screw in on the fender well part. It's a 10mm socket. Okay, do the same bolt on the driver's side. Now with a plastic body clip tool, I'm just going to fold that fender flare back in the fender well on both sides. So as you can see how rusted these were, you saw they broke on the removal. They're located here. They keep the wind dam tight, and then you put the underskirt on. So we actually have some push pins that are wide enough, and I'm just going to replace them with that and lock it in place. Out of all of the push pins, the 2 smallest ones go here on the outer edges. I'm going to put these mud flap screws in first. This is the T20. There's one on both sides, 2 on both sides, shall I say. Passenger side, driver side. Last 2 clips. There we go.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.